Hi, my name is Bob Taylor, and I'm your host for this segment of Our Ventura TV. I'm here today with my guest, Melissa Cohen from Optimist International. Hello, Melissa.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, I know what an optimist is, I know what a pessimist is, but what's Optimist International?
Well, optimist clubs are people who are involved in our clubs to bring out the best in youth, communities, and ourselves.
Oh, that's a good answer. So it's you're a nonprofit.
Yes.
And everybody is known for doing something. I think was it the Kiwanis that saved eyeglasses for years, or somebody did, and somebody was saving shoes at one time. What's Optimists do more than anything else? What are they known for?
Well, we're known for a premier youth organization helping youth. We have our essay, our oratorical contest. We've done Safety Town. We do junior golf.
So
Tiger Woods was a recipient of our junior golf award.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
All right,
so we have all these services that our clubs go out and do.
So most of what you do is based around kids.
The majority of the things that our clubs do are based around kids, although it's not limited to that. Each club is autonomous and can reach out and do other things within their communities. We have some clubs that have helped with rape crisis center, or some clubs that have gone for homeless families, so it's not just youth in specific. Clubs that also do stuff for elderly. But the majority of clubs do something focused on improving the lives of the youth in our community.
Now, I somewhere saw that the Optimists are heavily involved in the Red Ribbon Week at schools.
The Red Ribbon Week at school, I know that we have a local club in Ventura County that is very heavily involved in that. But again, that's specific to different clubs. Not every club is involved with that.
I see.
But the local club is very involved on a Ventura level.
So every club, and is there one in every city?
I wouldn't say there's one in every city, but we certainly would love one to be in every city, and that we'd love to spread to every city so that our scholarship programs can be a part of every city. However, I'm in charge of the Pacific Southwest District. And in our district, which runs from around Paso Robles out to China Lake and down into San Pedro, in our district, there's about 50 clubs, all doing great things. But there's more than 50 cities in those.
I know, but there's still an awful lot of Optimist clubs supporting their community, supporting youth.
Absolutely.
And so does Optimists have can the Optimist groups make up what they want to do and then get it approved through you? Or is there just a big list of stuff they could pick from that they want to do?
It isn't an approved through me.
Okay.
That's the wonderful thing. One of the things that drew me to Optimists, major thing was the Creed, the Optimist Creed, but that in my club, I felt I had an opportunity to bring something important to me about the community to the club and start a new program. So each club chooses what they want to do. Optimist International has some signature programs that if clubs choose to do them, and not every club does, but if clubs choose to do them, then they have guidelines for it, and they have scholarships that would be awarded at the end of them participating in it, like our Optimist oratorical and our Optimist essay contest.
And those are from the kids. The Optimist group puts it on, and the kids
participate for essay and oratorical. It's kids under the age of 18 as of October 1st, the year that they're going into. So it depends on which year you're talking about. An Optimist year is from October 1st to October 1st.
Okay, so that's a little different than everybody. It's almost like a school year, really.
Yeah.
Because you guys start up
right after school, basically. Yeah.
Right. So because you get involved with the schools, you can get things started for the school and then go from there. So do you guys work like with principals, with counselors, that kind of thing, to get the right kids, or do you guys work directly with the children, or?
We do all of the above. And again, it depends on the club. And it depends on, if a student were to contact us and want to be a part of an oratorical or an essay contest, and there were not a club around, we would work to get them into a club so they could participate, and perhaps even build a new club around that need. Really, it's finding a need in a community and helping that community do something about that need.
So a really large community, let's say like LA or something, could have a number of Optimist clubs.
We have a number, well, that's part of the Pacific Southwest District.
Right.
And there's a number of clubs down there, and they are all doing different and great things.
Do they coordinate some of the things they're doing at all, or is that your job?
Some of them might coordinate. There are a few that do coordinate things, or they do it separately because they're in different areas, so it may be hard to
get people together.
But they have zone meetings. So in certain areas, we have zone meetings, and the clubs do come together to figure out what they might do best for each other and what's going on in the area, so they can make sure that they're meeting the needs as best they can. And our district meetings, our district quarterlies, are an opportunity for people to come together and get new ideas, meet each other, see what's going on in other clubs. Just recently, we focused on School on Wheels at our district conference, which was just a weekend ago. And School on Wheels is an organization that does backpacks for underprivileged, for homeless kids. Okay. And they go out and provide them tutoring and give them these new backpacks with the school supplies that they're going to need. So we have one of our clubs that absolutely packs all these backpacks, and as a district we came together to put these backpacks together, and we had a district ask where they brought a lot of the stuff to our district meeting, and then we donated all of that to School on Wheels. And I'm certain after our district meeting that some of the clubs that didn't know about this are now planning on participating and doing individual counseling or volunteering to be a tutor or something. They need tutors for that.
Yeah, I remember back many, many years ago when I was a kid with the new school supplies before school. That was such a great feeling. You get out your books and your pencils and your little pencil sharpener and your protractor and everything. And some of those homeless kids, that's just got to be one of the biggest blessings they've ever had, getting new school supplies and getting tutored and taught things that they've never had an opportunity to learn.
How about just getting something new?
Yeah.
The fact that you get to own something that's yours, and the pride that can come with that, taking care of something and feeling that it's yours. It's not something that has gone to anyone else, but so they get a sense of pride in that. They get some tutoring. We also have our Optimist Youth Home and Family Services, and the clubs in our area support Optimist Youth Home and Family Services. And they are now the largest provider of their kind for its foster care, kids who are having serious issues and might get sent to juvie system get an opportunity to go to Optimist Youth Home. And
so it's actually a physical place. It's not a
physical place. It's a physical place, and it's a nonprofit child welfare agency within the state of California. We're the largest now. And a lot of our clubs support that. Kids who are getting pulled out of their homes because of situations going on end up with nothing. And we have clubs that come together to make blankets and a care package for this kid being pulled out of the home so that they have something to take with them, because sometimes they're being pulled out in the middle of the night because of the situation they're in and for their safety, but they don't have time to gather up toothbrushes and this and that. So we have clubs that do that.
If somebody is watching this has never heard of Optimist or has heard of it but doesn't know really what's going on, how does somebody find out more? Do you have a website, phone numbers they can call, or how do people contact Optimist International to get involved in an Optimist program?
Optimist.org.
So just optimist.org.
Optimist.org is the main website. We are having, there's some transition in websites that can happen, so please be patient. Occasionally things aren't up to date on websites, as you can imagine. We're a volunteer organization and changes do happen. So if you contact, if I would encourage people, if they contact Optimist International and they find a local club and they don't get a response, call a neighboring club.
Now, you hit on something I want to ask about, all volunteer organization. Now, how big is Optimist in relation, how many countries is Optimist in?
I do not know the answer to that. We have just gotten a couple new. I know we just opened one up in Thailand.
So Optimist International
is international. It is international.
And you're all volunteers?
All volunteers.
Except for office, except for administration? Or?
Administration, there are a few people on staff at OI headquarters, which is in St. Louis, Missouri. And we need people for consistency to run the programs and send things out and the website. Other than that, the volunteers, as you move up in the organization, there is reimbursement for certain expenses, but I'm a volunteer.
Like if they need you to go to, if they needed you to go to Thailand for whatever reason, they'd cover the cost of you getting there.
If I were a part of a program that would send me there, we have some trainers that go out, and their costs would get covered under that. But they don't get paid.
No, it's strictly volunteer stuff.
It's strictly volunteer.
So you got to have one of the biggest, quote unquote, volunteer organizations there are. I mean, that's tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of volunteers.
I hesitate to make that claim because I don't know the state of some of the other service organizations, but I know that we have vast resources and lots of countries participating, especially in our oratorical. That has become bigger in the last 5 years. We made it an international contest where the winner on an international level would win $22,500 in scholarship monies.
Wow.
So, and that's, by the time you get to that level, that's how much you would have won. So you start off at a club level, you move to whatever hoops you have to jump through to get to the district. The district level is generally the first level that you will win some sort of money as the winner of that moves on, and it's international.
We have just about a minute left. What didn't we touch on that you want to get out to our audience?
Our Optimist Creed. Please go on our website and see Optimist International, the creed. It's what sold me on optimism, and it's the difference to own that in your life and make a difference for your community, for kids, but really for yourself. Giving is a pleasure, and it makes you feel better.
So do you feel that, do you feel as good about doing Optimists as the people around you feel for the things that you do for them? Like when you do something nice for a child, do you enjoy it just as much as that child does?
I can't speak to that, but what I can say is it makes my life better. And it's not just about the children, it's about affecting everyone around you.
Right.
That when you live in a positive, optimistic way, you help those around you, especially in troubled times, to rise up and feel better about life. And that's what our youth needs. Our youth needs that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, my name is Bob Taylor. I've been here today with my guest, Melissa Cohen from Optimist International. Until next time, thank you very much.